Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 2, Units 1-2 review for the 1-3 test. Okay, so we are going to start with going through Unit 1, a couple of questions, and then we'll go through Unit 2. So yours says to show all work on a separate sheet of paper and circle your final answers. Mine's a little bit bigger copy of it, so I'm going to show all my work here. If you would like this same copy, go to the class website and you can print it off from there. So first one says, let's zoom on in, subtract 4/7 minus 2/3. Now, the first thing that you need is an LCD, okay? So the LCD of 7 and 3, 7, 14, 21, 28, and that keeps going. So I'm looking for a number that they have in common. Now, some of you might know this right off the back. Others might take a little while, and that's fine. Okay, so it's 21. 4/7 equals what over 21? And 2/7, or 3 equals what over 21? So you multiplied by 3, so we get 12. On this one, we multiply by 7, you get 14. So these are our new fractions. So this is really saying 12/21 minus 14/21. Okay? And you get a negative 2/21. Now, is that in lowest terms? It is. We cannot reduce that. So that is our final answer. All right, the next one is saying divide. That should really say multiply. So before we multiplied, we talked about how if you look at the kitty corners, you can reduce them. So 4 and 16, you can reduce those by dividing by 4, and you get 1 and 4. Same thing with the 5 and the 15. You can change the 5 to a 1 and that to a 3. And what we're really multiplying now is 1/3 times 1/4. When you multiply those together, you get negative 1/12. All right. Number 3, simplify. This we're talking about the order of operations. Okay, PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. The first thing that we have to do inside here is the parentheses. Okay, so which would give us 11 minus negative 2 cubed plus 9. After that, we would have to do the exponents, and that would give us 11 minus negative 2 to the third power is negative 8 plus 9. Multiplication or division, the only thing that you would do would be distribute that negative sign. And then the last step would be addition or subtraction. And we can add 11 plus 18 plus 9. And when you do that, you get 28. Okay? So just remember step by step by step. All right, number 4 says find the exact area of a circle with a radius of 9 inches. Use pi and do not use 314. Okay? Do not use 314. And that says don't forget your units. So area of a circle is pi times radius squared. Area equals pi 9 squared. Okay? So 9 squared is 81. So 81 pi is our answer, and don't forget the units, so that's inches squared. Okay. Number 5, simplify. Negative 2.3 minus the absolute value of negative 9.4. Remember that this turns everything positive. However, the minus sign on the outside stays there. And now we've got a click-click scenario. So 2.3 plus 9.4, I'm just lining up my decimals to make this a little bit easier. I get 11.7. Both of those numbers are negative, so it stays negative. All right, question number 6. Evaluate 2 minus x squared plus x minus y when x equals negative 4 and y equals negative 3. So the first thing I'm going to do is plug in all of my variables. So we need to do the order of operations. First is inside of the parentheses. We do that. We get 2 minus, all of this stays the same, and that turns into negative 1. Now the next thing is to look at our exponents. We have negative 4 squared, and that's going to give us positive 16. Now, multiplication or division, we don't have anything there, so we don't have to worry about that. But then addition and subtraction. I'm going to combine the like terms right here because both of those are negatives. And we get 2 plus negative 17, our final answer, negative 15. Okay? All right. Oh, this one's a long one. Let's zoom out just a little. It says, given the following set of numbers, identify the rational numbers. Now, rational numbers are anything that can be written as a fraction or an integer. Now, I know for a fact 2/3, because that's a fraction. Negative 17, because that's an integer. And now there is one more. Now, this cannot be written as a fraction, and neither can the square root of 3. Okay, so our other number is 0. All right, let's move on to Unit 2. To simplify, negative 2m to the 8th all to the 3rd power, and m to the 5th all to the 6th power. So we need to distribute the negative, or the exponent. So negative 2 to the 3rd, and that goes m to the 24th times the same thing, m to the 30th. Okay? We can combine our like terms right here. We add those up, and that's m to the 54. And then negative 2 to the 3rd power, negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 gives us negative 8. All right, simplify. Remember, when your exponent's negative, you drop it like it's hot. If it's already on the bottom, bring it to the top. So that's going to be the first thing that we do. The x6 stay down there. On the bottom, x cubed, y9, and then we moved the y squared up top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at these guys, and we can reduce that. 28 over 4 is the same thing as 2. So the 14's gone. We can combine our x's to get x to the 9th. And now we have to look at the y's. Who's bigger, the top or the bottom? Well, the bottom is. By how much? By 7. And that's it. Okay. Number 10 says to write the following number in scientific notation. So writing in scientific notation, you have to have a number 1 through 10, or greater than 1, less than 10, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we know we have all of that stuff, but the key thing is what number goes up there. The way we figure that out is how many numbers are now behind the decimal. And when you count that out, there are 6. Okay, it's a big number, so it's going to stay positive. Okay. Number 11 says to multiply and write the answer in scientific notation. So we have to multiply those numbers. So off to the side right here, I'm doing 4.6 times 2. 2 times 6 is 12. Carry the 1. 2 times 4 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. And there's one number behind the decimal. Okay? Now, the rules of exponents tell us what we're supposed to do with that negative 2 and the negative 9. And that is to add them. So you get negative 11. And that's all you had to do for that one. All right, number 12, last one. Simplify. 2 to the third all to the 0 power minus 2, 4 to the 0, plus 1 over 2 to the negative 1. Now, when your exponent 0, your base, which is all of that, turns to, anyone remember? Answer is 1. Okay? Minus 2 parentheses, your base turns into, oh, come on, we just did it, 1. Plus, now we have to distribute that, so we have 1 to the negative 1 over 2 to the negative 1. So 1 minus 2 times 1 is 2. Plus, when you flip that fraction around, you get 2 to the first and 1 to the first. All of that is the same thing as 2. So when you end up doing all this, you should get a final answer of 3. So that is it for the Chapter 1 and 2 review for the Chapter 3 test. If you have any questions or you'd like to see any of these other problems worked out, please come find Ms. Carranza or myself because we would love to help you out. Otherwise, thanks for watching and good luck on your Chapter 3 test.